A new report from the Washington Post says that Donald Trump, in his desire to travel to the Capitol with, of course, the people from the Stop the Steal rally, was because he thought it would be a, quote, dramatic made-for-TV moment. Donald Trump marching down there with his supporters, climbing the steps of that Capitol, turning around and addressing this massive crowd and telling them lies about how the election was allegedly stolen, even though it wasn't, saying that he was the rightful president of the United States and encouraging those people to do God knows what had he actually traveled with them. But I think this report is very telling. The fact that he thought it was a, quote, made-for-TV moment to show his heroics, to show him with his followers, not just addressing them in a crowd, but standing with them. I have no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump would love for an image of that to be posted in textbooks for all of American history. He would love nothing more than to have video clips of that would be played on endless loops, showing him and his power-hungry supporters taking back what they believed was rightfully theirs. And of course, as Donald Trump's own lawyers warned the administration, if you march to the Capitol, we're going to get charged with every crime imaginable, because they knew what was going to happen. Like, I think there's no doubt in my mind at this point that they knew what was going to happen. They may not have known how it was going to unfold, but they dang sure knew that things were going to get very, very ugly. But I still can't shake the fact that everything with Donald Trump comes down to TV. It comes down to ratings, comes down to crowds. That's all he cared about, which of course is probably one of the reasons he was so angry that they weren't letting the armed people into the speech, because he wanted it as packed as possible. He didn't care if you were coming in there with weapons. He just wanted more bodies there because it would look better for him on TV. There's two things on this planet that Donald Trump cares about. The first, of course, is money. Money, money, money is always going to be number one for Donald Trump, but coming in a very close second is image, right? Being loved, that narcissism coming into play there, wanting people to admire him, wanting to be looked up to, wanting to be respected, wanting to have that power for no other reason than it would make people love him. This man wants to be a dictator. More than anything else on this planet, he wants that absolute power over absolutely everyone. That's one of the reasons why it is so imperative that he never be allowed to get back near that White House. Because if he ever gets any kind of power in this country ever again, he will never voluntarily give it up. If he were to win a second term, he is not going to let term limits stand in his way. I hope everybody realizes that. I am firmly convinced about that. This man is a threat to the United States of America. And honestly, it's very sad, but kind of telling about where we've evolved as a country, that we damn near let a reality TV show star destroy everything that we've built in this country. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.